Thanks for joining me today for another UX Teardown. My name is Kendra and I'm with the Pages Media. And today we are going to look at just one concept on a website, especially with the holiday season. E-commerce is obviously still booming with Christmas shopping. And so we are going to talk about one thing that leads to pretty high cart abandonment. And it's really a pretty easy fix on the brand's end. So we're going to look at something that this website does really well. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go to this site called Snow. And this is a home goods store. And what I want you to take note of here is they are offering a free shipping over $150. So what I like about this is that right away it's advertised. So shipping costs are one of those things that tend to make people abandon the cart once they get too far into the process and realize they don't want to pay that much for shipping. So when brands can, they should advertise shipping rates if possible. So for some brands, I know that it can be a little bit more complex. And so if they're going to charge shipping, if they're not going to just, eat the cost of delivery or increase pricing to handle that, if they're going to charge shipping, being as upfront about that as possible is 100% the best way to go, because people like to know what to expect. So they might really decide on wanting to buy like this specific comforter, but then get all the way to checkout and not calculate shipping until you're in that very last step and realize, well, it's going to cost $25 shipping. I don't want to spend $25. And then they're going to abandon the cart. And they may or may not come back to purchase. It's unlikely if they are unhappy with the cost of shipping that they would come back to make a purchase. So we want people to have that information right away so they know what they're working with, what to expect. So they have this in the announcement bar. So right up here, free shipping over $150. And then also, and we're not going to talk about this really much today, but like a really positive thing that they do too is, given the holiday season with people wanting to order things for Christmas and just delayed shipping and things like that, they give a hard order by date if you want this by Christmas, which is just a really good customer experience, because I know if I want to order this for something, I have this long to make my decision if I want to get it before the holidays. So that's a really great thing. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to add something to the cart, two different price points, because again, they're advertising $150. So this is the other good thing that they're doing. The order threshold is very, very clear. So sometimes I'll see brands advertise in the header that it's going to be free shipping, and then it's not until you get into the cart that it's like, actually it's free shipping over $75. And that's pretty misleading for people. That tends to like break trust and be pretty annoying from the user perspective. So they have a threshold on there. Okay, so what I'm going to do, and again, I'm going to add something to the cart. It doesn't necessarily matter what it is. We're just going to look at how this comes in the slide out cart. So when I add it to the cart, the slide out cart comes out, what I see up here is you're only $120 away from free ground shipping. Here's why this is a good thing. One, the message is clear still, and it's consistent. So I know that the homepage just says I have to spend $150, and it's reaffirmed here. I've put something in my cart for $30, and it tells me how much more I have to spend to get free shipping. So it's informative, it's consistent, but also putting it in the slide out cart leads to less confusion. So a lot of times what we will see in the header or somewhere on the homepage or wherever is someone will advertise free shipping over $150. But then you get into the slide out cart and it says shipping calculated at checkout. And that it's confusing for people, because we've got a message very clearly saying you're going to get free shipping, and then we've got another message that's saying we'll see what shipping costs later. And so I don't know exactly what the statistic would look like for that, but I would imagine you still have, a fair amount of people that just kind of abandon the journey or the checkout because like, I want free shipping. I'm not interested in anything else. So it tells them how far away they are from free shipping, so they know how much they have to spend, and they recognize at this point in time they're not getting free shipping. There's a lot of other ways that people have done this from an aesthetic standpoint. that I think is really good. A lot of times people have like a progress bar with, showing like how much they've spent. So there's definitely some aesthetics types things that could be done. But for just the sake of ease and simplicity and consistent messaging, having this note on here is really good. I have to spend this much more if I want to get free shipping. Okay, so let's go ahead and take this out of the cart. And we are going to go and we will add something that's more expensive so we can see what it does. Okay, so I'll add this comforter. It's $395. So it is over the shipping threshold for me to get free shipping. So I'm going to add it. Okay. So I am right at the top of the cart, immediately met with a message that says that I'm getting free ground shipping. So again, this might seem like a really silly thing, but the reason that this matters is, especially with the age of Amazon Prime and all of these other big box stores offering free shipping as part of like a membership or just in general because they can, they have this huge influx of orders and that's something they can offer. People are pretty used to a free shipping model. And that doesn't mean that if you don't offer free shipping that people aren't going to purchase from your site. But what it does mean though is that people are walking into this with the idea of, buy with Prime, free shipping, 2 days, whatever. They have this model already in their mind. And so what that means is the brand itself needs to do a good job of communicating very clearly what to expect in regards to shipping prices. Because this is one of the things, when we look at cart abandonment, it'd be like on the top of the list. People get all the way to that checkout process and they go through and they calculate it and they see that, man, like that's not worth it for me to pay that. I'm just going to go to the store, the physical location, and buy something, or I'm going to find a site that's offering free shipping or whatever. But people aren't as likely to abandon the cart for that reason if they know exactly what they're getting leading up to. So if I know that I need to spend $150 before I get free shipping, then I know that from the very beginning. I'm not bombarded with it at the end. And so it might not seem like a huge deal, but when we look at the research, it is, probably the top reason for cart abandonment, which means that people put stuff in your cart or in their cart and then they exit the site and they don't complete the purchase. And obviously, if you're in e-commerce, you want people to complete the purchase. So again, not complicated, easy, quick win, pretty easy thing to do. So if this is not something that you have implemented on your store, this is definitely something to consider, especially with the holiday season. All right, guys, thanks for joining me, and I will see you next time.